Hello children, welcome to Samyeda e-learning classes for 7th standard mathematics. It is 5th and last session of the lesson fractions and decimals. Children, get ready with pen and notebook. From the last 4 sessions we learnt the types of fractions and fundamental operation of the fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication of decimals. In this session, we learn about division of decimal numbers. Children, can you give examples for decimal numbers? They are 0.5, 0.25, 5.34, 19.807 and so on. Children, let us just recall the expanded form of decimal numbers. For example, 253.417. We insert this decimal number in the place value chart. Here decimal point, the left of the decimal point, 3 is at 1's place, 5 is at 10's place, 2 is at 100's place. The right of the decimal point, 4 is at 10's place, 1 is in 100th place, 7 is in 1000's place. Then the expanded form of 253.417 is 200 plus 50 plus 3 plus 4/10 plus 100 plus 7000. We recall the conversion of decimals into fractions. For example, 25.49. How many digits are there in the right of the decimal point? 2 digits. Therefore, in the fraction form, we should write 2 zeros with 1 in the denominator of the fraction. Therefore, it is in the numerator, we should write the digits as it is 2549, in the denominator 1 with 2 zeros. Therefore, fraction form is 2549 by 100. Next, see one example, 5.34. There are 2 digits the right of the decimal point. Therefore, we write in the fraction form 534 by 100. So, we can simplify this, both are divisible by 2, therefore, 250s are 267s. So, answer is 267 by 50. Next, 7.343. There are 3 digits after the decimal point. Therefore, we should write the denominator as 1 with 3 zeros. Therefore, the fraction form is 7343 by 1000. Let us recall the conversion of fractions into decimals. For example, 7 by 20. We write the denominator as 10, 100 or 1000. Here, we have to make the denominator as 100. Therefore, we should multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Multiplying numerator and numerator, denominator and denominator, we get 35 by 100. 35 by 100. How many zeros are there with 1 in the denominator? 2 zeros. That is why place the point after 2 digits from the right, we will get 0.35 as the answer. Next, 3 by 5. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. 3 by 5 into 2 by 2. We will get 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10, 6 by 10. Only 1 0 with 1 in the denominator. Therefore, decimal point is placed after 1 digit from the right. We get the answer 0.6. Children, let us see one situation. Sindhu was preparing a design to decorate her classroom. She needed a few colored strips of papers of length 1.9 inches each. She had strips of colored paper of length 9.5 inches. How many pieces the required length will she get out of this strip? She thought it would be 9.5 divided by 1.9. The length of the given strip is 9.5. She measured the strips with the help of the scale. Using the scale, she needs to cut the strips to length 1.9 inches each. How many strips she will get now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The length of the each strip is 1.9 centimeter. Totally, she got 5 strips. 9.5 divided by 1.9 is 5. For all situations, we can't divide the numbers manually. So, we need to know the different methods of division of decimal numbers. Division is the inverse operation of multiplication. Now, let us find the division of a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Consider 34.5 divided by 10. Convert 34.5 into fraction. It can be written as 345 by 10. So, here only one digit is there after the decimal point. Therefore, we put only one 0 with 1 in the denominator of the fraction. Therefore, the fraction form is 345 by 10 divided by 10 and multiply 345 by 10 by the reciprocal of 10, it is 1 by 10. Multiplying numerator and denominator, we will get 345 by 100. There are 2 zeros in the denominator. Therefore, place the point after 2 digit from the right in the numerator. Therefore, we will get 3.45 as the decimal. Divide the same number by 100. That means 34.5 divided by 100. So, convert into fraction form 345 by 10 divided by 100. Multiply 345 by 10 by reciprocal of 100, that is 1 by 100. So, multiplying this, we will get 345 by 1000. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 3 zeros. Therefore, in the numerator, we place the decimal point after 3 places from the right. So, answer is 0.345. From the above examples, we get 34.5 divided by 10 is equal to 3.45. 34.5 divided by 100 equal to 0.345. Here, in the dividend and the quotient have the same digits 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Here, in 10 only one 0 is there. So, decimal is shifted one place towards left. In the second one, in the divisor, there are 2 zeros. Therefore, decimal point shifted 2 places towards left. Therefore, we will get 0.345. 34.5 divided by 10 is 3.45. 34.5 divided by 100 is 0.345. By understanding this concept, let us divide the same number by 1000. How many zeros are here? 3 zeros. Therefore, decimal point is shifted 3 places towards the left. So, answer is 0.0345. Answer is 0.0345. If there is no number left of the decimal point, there we should write 0. Therefore, the answer is 0.0345. While dividing a decimal numbers by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits of the decimal number and the quotient are same, but decimal point in the quotient shifts to the left by as many places as there are zeros over 1. Examples: 2.34 divided by 10, 2.34 divided by 100, 2.34 divided by 1000. Here, decimal point shifted one place towards left. Here, decimal point shifted 2 places towards left. See children, here decimal point shifted 3 places towards left. Therefore, we get the answer 0.00234. Let us take 3 more examples. 3.94 divided by 100. 2 zeros are there. Therefore, decimal point shifted 2 places towards left, that is 0.0394. 1 0 is here. Therefore, decimal point shifted one place towards left. That's why we'll get 1.532. 3 zeros are here. Therefore, decimal point is shifted 3 places, 1, 2, 3 places towards left. Therefore, we will get 0.7934. Children, let us learn to divide the decimal number by a whole number. For example, 6.4 divided by 2. It can be written as 6.4 divided by 2. Convert 6.4 into fraction form. It can be written as 64 by 10 divided by 2. 64 by 10 is multiplied by the reciprocal of 2, that is 1 by 2. 64 and 2 as common factor, both are divisible by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 32s are 64. Therefore, it is 32 by 10. The decimal form of 32 by 10, we place the point after one digit from the right, it will become 3.2. We will divide 6.4 by 2 using long division method. 2 3s are 6, 6 minus 6 is 0. Ignoring the decimal point, bring down 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. We get 6.4 divided by 2 is equal to, we should place the decimal point as in the dividend. In the dividend, one digit is there right of the decimal point. Therefore, place the decimal point after one digit from the right. Therefore, answer is 3.2. In both methods of solving, we will get same answer, 3.2. Let us see one more example. 12.96 divided by 4, that is 1296 by 100 divided by 4. Multiply this fraction by reciprocal of 4, that is 1 by 4. 1296 and 4 as the common factor, 4 ones are 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, and it will become 16, 4 4s are 16. We will get 324 by 100. How do you keep it as decimal form? How many zeros are there in the denominator? 2 zeros. So, place the point after 2 digits from the right. So, answer is 3.24. Let us divide 12.96 by 4. 4 3s are 12. Bring down 9. 4 2s are 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down 6, it will become 16. 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. How do you put the point here? Observe a dividend part. There are 2 digits right of the decimal point. Therefore, place the point after 2 digit from the right. So, answer is 3.24. We will get 3.24. Let us divide 24.5 by 5. Divide the decimal number by a whole number as usual way of division, ignoring the decimal point. 5 4s are 20. 5 4s are 20. 24 minus 20 is 4. Bring down 5. 5 9s are 45. So, remainder is 0. In the dividend part, there is only one digit after the decimal point. Therefore, place the point after one digit from the right in the quotient. The answer is 4.9. Insert decimal point in the quotient such that there are equal number of decimal places in quotient as in the dividend. Here dividend divided by divisor is equal to quotient. 6.4 divided by 2 is equal to 3.2. One digit after the decimal point in the dividend. In answer also we will get one digit after the decimal point. Second sum, 12.96 divided by 4 is equal to 3.24. Here two digits are there in the right of the decimal point. Therefore, place the decimal point after two digits from the right. In 24.5 divided by 5 is 4.9. Only one digit after the decimal point in 24.5. Therefore, place the point after one digit from the right. We have considered only those divisions in which, ignoring the decimal point, the number would be completely divisible by another number to give remainder 0. There are situations in which number may not be completely divisible by another number. We may not get remainder 0. For example, 2.6 divided by 5. Write the 2.6 in fraction form. 26 by 10 divided by 5, and 26 by 10 is multiplied by the reciprocal of 5, that is 1 by 5. Multiplying numerator and numerator, denominator and denominator, will get 26 by 50. Convert this into equivalent fraction to get 100 as the denominator. So, we multiplied both numerator and denominator by 2 by 2. So, 26 2s are 52, 52s are 100, we will get 52 by 100. How many zeros are there in the denominator? 2 zeros. Therefore, put the point after 2 digits from the right in the numerator. Therefore, we will get the answer 0.52. Let us divide this. In division, we will divide 2.6 by 5 using long division method. 2 is not divisible, put 0. 5 5s are 25, 26 minus 25 is 1, we get the remainder as 1. It is non-zero remainder. Therefore, we should write the zeros after 2.6. As many zeros are needed. Bring down 0, it will become 10, then 5 2s are 10, 10 minus 10 is 0, remainder is 0. What we will get now? 2.6 divided by 5. Here, look at the dividend part. How many digits are there after the point? 2 digits. It is considered as 2.60. Therefore, in the quotient, place the decimal point after 2 digits 1, 2 from the right. The answer is 0.52. Here, in the both the methods, first method and second method, in both the methods of solving, we got the same answer 0.52, 0.52. Let us divide 1.2 by 25. Convert 1.2 in the fraction form, 12 by 10 divided by 25, and multiply 12 by 10 by the reciprocal of 25, that is 1 by 25. Multiplying numerator and numerator, we will get 12 by 250 and equate the denominator 1000. That is why multiply 4 by 4. We will get 48 by 1000. Multiplying 12 into 4 is 48, 250 into 4 is 1000. So, decimal form of 48 by 1000 is, how many zeros are there in the denominator? 3 zeros. So, put the point after 3 digit from the right, 1, 2, 3. Here we should write 0. Therefore, answer is 0.048. Let us do the long division method. Divide 1.2 by 25. By ignoring the decimal point, it will become 12. 12 is not divisible by 25. Therefore, take one 0 in the dividend part. 25 4s are 100. 120 minus 100 is 20. It is non-zero remainder. Again, we can take 0 in the dividend part after the number, bring down 0, it will become 200, 25 8s are 200. Now the remainder become 0. How many digits are there after the decimal point? 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, in the quotient part, we have to put the decimal point after 3 digit from the right. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, answer is 0.048. Both methods of solving we got same answer 0.048. Children, let's do one activity. See whether writing or removing zeros at the end of the decimal numbers changes its value or not. Let's consider two figures. The first figure divided into 10 equal parts. Out of 10, 3 parts are colored. In the second figure, it is divided into 100 equal parts. 30 equal parts are colored. The fraction form of first figure is 3 by 10. The fraction form of second figure is 30 by 100. But they colored in the same size. Therefore, both the fractions are equal. So, 3 by 10 is equal to 30 by 100. The decimal form of 3 by 10 is 0.3, 3/10. Decimal form of 30 by 100 is 0.30, 300. Therefore, 0.3 is equal to 0.30 which is equal to 0.3000. Children, let us understand division of decimal number by another decimal number. By taking example 25.5 divided by 0.5. It can be written as 25.5 divided by 0.5. Both are the decimal numbers. Convert these decimal numbers into fraction form. And 255 by 10 is multiplied by the reciprocal of 5 by 10, that is 10 by 5, 10 10 get cancelled, 10 ones are 10, 10 ones are 10, and divide 255 by 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 ones are 5, we will get 51. Answer is 51. Let us take one more example, 3.93 divided by 0.3. Both the numbers are in decimal form. Convert it into fraction form. How do we convert it? 393 by 100 divided by 3 by 10. 393 by 100 is multiplied by the reciprocal of 3 by 10. 10 ones are 10, 10 tens are 100, and divide 293 by 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3. We will get 131 by 10. Write it as decimal form. It is 13.1. Why it is? How many zeros are here in the denominator? Only one zero. Therefore, place the point after one digit from the right. It will become 13.1. So, answer is 13.1. First, we should follow some steps by dividing the decimal number by another decimal number. First, convert the divisor as a whole number. To get divisor as a whole number, shift the decimal point to the right by equal number of places in the both dividend and the divisor. Here, we have to shift to right. So, one digit is there, we shift the decimal point to one place. Here also shift to one place. It will become 39.3 divided by 3. Now, divide 39.3 by 3, we will get 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3. So, how do you put the decimal point here? In the dividend, one digit is there after the decimal point. Therefore, we should put the decimal point after one digit from the right. Therefore, answer is 13.1. It is shortest method to find the quotient dividing the decimal number by another decimal number. First, convert the divisor as a whole number. Shift the decimal point 2 places towards the right. We shifted the decimal point 2 places to the right, we will get 4280 divided by 2. Divide it. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 zeros are 0. The answer is 2140. Children, recall the important concepts. To divide a decimal number by 10, 100, 1000, shift the point in the decimal number to left by as many places as there are zeros after 1 to get the quotient. Here in first example, 1 0 is there, the divisor part. Therefore, in the quotient part, we shift the decimal point one place towards the left. In second one, 2 zeros are there in the divisor part. So, we shift the decimal point 2 places towards the left. In third example, 3 zeros are there in the divisor part. So, we have to shift the decimal point 3 places towards the left. So, it is 0.0239. To divide a decimal number by a whole number, we first divide them as whole number, then place the decimal point in quotient as in the decimal number. Here 6.3 is decimal number, 3 is whole number. Divide it. 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. And we know how to put the decimal point. After one digit from the right, we will get 2.1. While dividing two decimal numbers, first shift the decimal point to the right by equal number of places in both to convert the divisor to a whole number, then divide. For example, 2.4 divided by 0.2. Here we have to shift the decimal point one place towards right, and here in dividend part also we have to shift the decimal point towards the right for one place. It will become 24 divided by 2, that is 12. Answer is 12. Children, it is task time. Some questions are here. For each question has 4 alternative answers. You have to select the correct answer. First one, 0.039 divided by 13 is. Options are, what is the answer, children? It is 0.003. Second one, 920.5 divided by 100 is. The answer is 9.205. Point shifted 2 places towards left. Decimal number of 835 by 10 is 83.5. Children, write down these problems, solve at home. 0.35 divided by 5, 98.56 divided by 10, 37.8 divided by 1.4. Fourth one, a vehicle covers distance of 43.2 km in 2.4 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol? What we have discussed in today's session? Division of decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. Division of decimal numbers by a whole number. Division of decimal number by another decimal number. Note this, children. Practice the exercise 2.7 in page number 55 of class 7th, part 1 mathematics textbook, and show it to your respective teacher. Children, we are going to complete this session. Stay safe, stay home, keep learning. When you go outside, don't forget to wear a mask. Thank you. This is Shashikala SC, working as TGT, GMPS Konankunte, Bengaluru South 3.